He is an Academy Award-nominated documentary filmmaker. You know who he is. Super Size Me, Man, Some One Direction, This Is Us, Where in the World is Osama Bin Laden? And of course, many TV and digital series, including 30 Days on FX, 7 Deadly Sins on Showtime, and A Day in the Life on Hulu. You can currently find him on CNN as the host of Inside Man. The second episode of Season 3 just wrapped up about an hour ago. Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Please welcome the insanely busy Morgan Spurlock. Move the chairs down. Jesus. We're only an hour and a half into the show. We can figure this out. My God. How you doing, Morgan? Sorry for keeping you here. I know you got a kid at home you want to get to.
It's all good. It's all good. Joe Franklin.
Joe Franklin. So that was
who in this room knows who Joe Franklin is? People know who that is.
Trying to keep alive here.
Like, I have no idea why we're honoring this man. Yeah. Never heard of him.
My dad never watched him.
When you're in your hometowns, there's that guy that's on like the basic cable station that interviews people. He was our New York, that guy, whoever that is, and it was an amazing thing. And as you said, he interviewed everybody. It was phenomenal.
Everybody. But you never made it onto the show?
I never made, no, when I got out of NYU, I finished my senior thesis film, and it was terrible. But it didn't, and I started sending it out to film festivals, and it started getting accepted to film festivals, like world-renowned film festivals in like Ohio, you know, where all the big buyers from Hollywood go.
The Dayton International.
The Dayton International Film Festival. I was killing it, and so I started. So I was like, if I can get on Joe Franklin, then that'll change everything. So I started. I was sitting in my film. I went to his office, and you saw a little bit of it in there. But Joe Franklin's office was like a hoarder's nightmare. You saw him like sitting with, he's being interviewed with like a stack of shit next to his head right there. But that's how the whole office was. Like you walked in there and there was just piles and piles of letters and magazines, and back in the corner was a desk with like a rotary phone where he would sit, where he would get phone calls. Like push button phones came out, he still had a rotary phone, and he answered his own phone. And so I would leave messages, and finally one day he called me back and said, "Morgan, we got your film. We appreciate you dropping it off. Yeah, it's good. It's good. We're not going to bring you on the show though. Yeah, but no, in a couple years you come back. We'd love to have you on the show sometime down the road. Yeah, thanks for calling. See you later."
So the singing nun can get booked, but
that's right, but not me, not me.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah,
amazing. But he's a legend.
He's a legend. Instead of hoarders, where you're pulling dead cats out of the piles, he's got like Al Jolson's body in there. Right. So, Eddie Cantor buried.
That's right.
No one knows who Eddie Cantor is either.
I do.
So, but I'm fancy because you grew up in West Virginia.
I did.
Beckley, West Virginia.
The heart of Hollywood.
But you seem to be like a city guy. I mean, New York City. You got to New York City. You tried LA first.
I tried to get into, because when you grow up, you want to be in the film business. Like you got to go to Hollywood.
Right.
That's what you imagine. So I said I got to go to California. I got to go to USC. So I got into USC, but not film school. I got into broadcast journalism. And so while I was there, I was like, well, I'll keep applying to film school. And so every semester I would apply to film school, and every semester I would get rejected from film school. And so after the fourth time, I applied one more time, and I got rejected the fifth time. I got rejected 5 times. And I was like, I can't just keep putting all my eggs in this LA basket. So I applied to NYU, and I got in, so I came here. At that time, there were like 3 or 4 film schools in the country. It was like 1989, 90. And so it was like NYU, UCLA, USC, there was another one in California. So once I couldn't get into, here's the worst part. So I went to USC and I wouldn't apply to UCLA just out of principle. That's how stupid I was. Because and USC was in the middle of like Watts. Right. Like after like the O.J. Simpson trial, like you saw like, I mean there were riots going on around USC's campus. Like over in UCLA, they're just like sipping martinis like, oh it looks terrible over in USC.
What a terrible night for those guys. Like they're in Westwood, which is in Beverly Hills. It's like one of the most beautiful campuses in the world. I wouldn't even apply to there.
Because I'm an idiot.
You just wanted the prestige.
Yeah. I would say, once you're there at USC, it's like it's kind of in your blood. And I didn't want to go. I didn't want to become a Bruin. I wanted to come here, which again, it's stupid. But then
so
then I came to NYU and became a violet. The fighting violets. Oh God, they're intimidating.
Trojan to violet.
But NYU, the even worse part is the mascot of NYU is the Bobcat. So but the Bobcat is named after the system in the Bopes Library, which is how you search for books. That's the mascot of NYU's basketball team, because they said, you know what, flowers aren't intimidating enough. Yeah. Let's get like the Dewey Decimal System on the court. That's what it was.
They couldn't get like carnivorous plant, like a Venus flytrap or something.
Exactly. It was amazing.